Since the beginning of time, peasants, kings, and shaman of all spheres have asked the question, should I buy this thing? I mean, listen, I'm no guru, I'm just a guy with a magic channel, but I have a bit of perspective, having played this game since the late 90s. I follow the prices of the various sets, I do almost daily check-ins, more or less for my own edification to see if the cards I want to buy have reduced in price, but also to elucidate the kind denizens of the internet. If you like this kind of video, please like, subscribe, share it with your neighbor. Dominaria Remastered has a ton of nostalgia pickups, but also a fair amount of power. Let's talk about prices, where they are now, and whether they're worth it. Keep in mind though, everything is a scam. My dad one time showed me this ad for a special vitamin brew that promised hair growth, freedom from pain, alleviation of all kinds of ailments. I told him, listen man, it's a scam. The ingredients are the same as in a Centrum's men's multivitamin. It's a scam, dude. It's all a scam. These things we collect, whether they're graded cardboard, cars, video games, coins, wealth, they all have exactly the value we ascribe to them. We agree that Demonic Tutor is worth $40. There's some utility to these things. We play a game with them, but they derive their value from the collective illusion that they have value. If I write the text for Demonic Tutor on a piece of cardboard, it has the same utility in the game that a real Demonic Tutor has. But there's something inside of us that drives us to want to own a real Demonic Tutor. We're collectors. We want to cast it. We want to search for a card. We want to play it. If these pieces of cardboard hold value for you, then this video may be of some use to you. Let's start at the top. We got Force of Will, $65, with the full art being about the same price. I've seen Forces of Will go for about $100, although it's no doubt a powerful card. I would ascribe personally far less value to it. Take Foil as a comparison. Foil, not as good, different in some aspects. Foil is like 35 cents. It's 2 blue for an instant. You may discard an island card and another card rather than pay the spell's mana cost, counter target spell. Though Force of Will is undoubtedly better, I've never been that impressed with Force of Will. If I open one or whatever, I'd stick it in a Talrand deck for giggles, but aside from that, I'd pass on this card at $65. Alright, here we go with Sylvan Library, 1 and a green for an enchantment. At the beginning of your draw step, you may draw 2 additional cards. If you do, choose 2 cards in your hand drawn this turn. For each of those cards, pay 4 life or put the card on top of your library. After the reprint, this came down quite a bit. During different time periods, this was $50, $60, and on up, depending on the version. At those prices, I'd probably pass on this. This is a good card. Needs some building around, currently had for about $25 or so. Not a bad price for this card. If you want this card, $25 is the lowest I've seen it for a new copy. Oh, here goes the old Vamp Tutor. Look at this guy just reaching for his vampiric essence. $33 to $35 currently. This card always seems to hover around the $40 range, $50, sometimes more, sometimes less. This is an instant speed tutor. It's one of the best cards in the format and well worth the $35 if you want one. I find tutors in general to add a nice little kick to a more competitive deck. I don't use them in decks that are slightly less competitive, but if I had one of these, I'd stick it right in a deck. Let's talk about Urza's Incubator. This guy's just walking through a bunch of incubators, giving him the old kiss. Fantastic cost reducer for the more expensive creature types out there. I'm currently building Bellacorn paper, and this is fantastic for demons. One of the best cards in the deck. This was up around $50 for that old funky art. It's come down to about $20. Recently got one for less than $20 shipped, though admittedly, not much less than $20. I wouldn't buy one at the old price of $50, but this is a fair amount of power in the right deck. Come on, Urza, he's being a dad out there. He's being the best dad he can. This is a sweet card, and the reprint puts it in semi-affordable territory. Urza Lord High Artificer, 2 and a blue for a legendary creature, Human Artificer. It's a 1/4. When Urza Lord High Artificer enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token with. This creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Tap an untapped artifact you control, add blue. 5. Shuffle your library, then exile the top card. Until the end of turn, you may play that card without paying its mana cost. This is a ridiculous, broken, powerful, nasty card. This is a fantastic way to inject power into your deck. The full art is about the same price and is pretty awesome looking. All this text for a cool $20, dude. This popped around $50 for a while, but the reprint slapped the price right down. And we got this guy, Yawgmoth Thran Physician, 2 black for a legendary creature, human cleric. It's a 2/4 with protection from humans. Pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature, and draw a card. Black, discard a card, proliferate. Look at this beautiful man out there, just a dang goth icon out there with his sweet rib cage and his piercing man eyes. This card also bopped up around $40 or so for a bit. This is a powerhouse in a deck where you want to be sacrificing creatures and has almost as much text as Urza. Great googly moogly. This is $18 or so with the full art, which is gorgeous, sliding in at a similar price. For the love of the Phyrexians, this is an $18 card if you ever saw one for a deck. Enlightened Tutor, I just want my grandma art back. Despite missing that awesome grandmother art from the days of yore, this is an immensely powerful card, although more narrow than Vampiric Tutor. The full art is a similar price, $16 or so to the regular treatments. Great card for that price. Goes in almost any white deck. For gosh sakes, fetch out your dumb Soul Ring for 1 white mana. That's the floor on this thing. Instant speed Soul Ring Tutor, brother. This thing was about 35 bucks. Went all the way up to 60 bucks at one point. Fantastic card. And then we got Worldly Tutor, $9 to $11. A similarly awesome card to fetch out whatever creature you're looking for. Get your combo creature, get your Hulk out there. Awesome card. 10 bucks is way better than the 25 bucks it was going for before. I gotta say though, I miss the old man from Kill Bill art, Paimei. For some reason they're obsessed with putting hands in the arts of all the tutors. No mercy, yeah. 2 black for an enchantment. Whenever a creature deals damage to you, destroy it. This is down from 35 bucks. Very powerful enchantment. This hits any damage, so if anybody does damage to you, like say the odd Sir Conrad or Garson Starn Keeler Morph trigger, this is going to kill that creature. This is down to about $10. Really cool card, especially if you're playing a control game or setting up a combo. If you have enchantment strategy in black, this is a home run, dude. Great card for the price. And the last of our great tutors here, we got Mystical Tutor, down from $20 or so. It's down to about 8 bucks. If the other tutors were worth their reduced cost, this one is as well. You need a board wipe, buddy? There you go, slap it on the top of your library. You need a mass reanimation spell? There you go, buddy. Fantastic card at a great price. There we go, Exploration, a 1 mana enchantment that can catapult you ahead in Lands Matters decks. Another $7 to $8 card that was floating at 20 bucks or so for a long time. Limited reprints on this, but it's a decent buy if you need one at that price. Sneak Attack is 3 and a red for an enchantment. It has 1 red mana. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. That creature gains haste, sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Come on, dude, this is 7 to 8 bucks or so. This has been reprinted a bunch of times and is knocked down to a very affordable level. Great way to inject power into a high converted mana cost creature deck. Love this card. If this is out, you know Johnny Scofflaw over there is bopping you with a Blightsteel pretty soon, buddy. Birds of Paradise with the old art, dude. Come on. Gorgeous card. This is another card that's like 6 to 8 bucks. It's been reprinted 1,000 times. It always floated around $12. This is still the best mana dork out there, and for 6 to 8 dollars, this is pretty good. Actually, at one point, I got one for $4 off of the set, which I think is a real steal. Kind of shocked at this one, to be honest with you. Entomb is down to 6 or 7 bucks. This was up around $40 forever, and is a similarly amazing card for the price. Instant speed Graveyard Tutor at 6 to 7 bucks. You can't beat the price on this thing. Dark Depths, this is $5 down from $20 or so. I don't have this in any decks. I think the interaction's kind of cute, but I admit it's a fun card to whip out if you have Thespian Stage or you have some way to remove the counter simultaneously. I never thought this was a $20 plus worth of card, but for 5 bucks, this is not bad. Alright, so at this point we're down below the price of a pack. We have Time Stretch, Gamble, Mystic Remora all down to about $4. If there's any thought that you need one of these for a deck, I think this is a good time to buy them. These are powerful cards that need just the right deck, but in those decks they're very powerful. We got Lyra Dawnbringer coming in 3 white for a legendary creature angel. It's a 5/5 with flying, first strike, lifelink. Other angels you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink. This thing was down around $20 for a long time after Dominaria, but got 3 rapid fire reprints recently and is now bulk price, dude. It's like $2. What world are we living in? This is 2 to 3 bucks. Get your hat on and call me a horse, buddy. So listen folks, I got other stuff I gotta do, alright? But I keep checking back in on Dominaria Remastered and just watching prices go up and down a little bit at a time, and I think we've kind of reached the bottom, but I might be wrong. Clock on the TCG player, sort Dominaria Remastered by market price, high to low, scroll down to page 3. There are tons, and I mean tons, of singles at bulk price, penny prices. I can't even list them all here in this video because I gotta go take a nap, dude. This set has been a boon to builders. So much power, bargain basement prices. Anyways, thanks for listening. You guys are all pretty amazing. Don't be internet trolls out there. Be cool guys to each other. Put some positivity into the world. What do you think? Has Dominaria Remastered reached the bottom? Let me know in the comments. Snicky G from Better Commander, signing off.